Okay, back with another video. This right here is another way you can get back into the market, also by using the same exact strategy as far as the pullback strategy when looking to get into a trade. Every single time you see this type of setup, you can easily just enter the market, have your stop loss below or above the level, depending on which direction you're taking, right? If price action is pushing above a level, it's pulled back and it's going to the top side. And you see this right here is a totally different pair. And that's what I mean by it don't really matter what day, what time it is, or what, as far as even what pair it is, or what currency it is. It could be crypto or stocks and this and that. When you're seeing that pullback strategy, it's been there for a reason, right? It makes so much money like time and time again. So seeing price action break above this level and then pull back, you want to see it push all the way back to the top side. So being patient and really trusting your instinct and really believing that you know it's a simple direction, right? Price action push above is going to pull back to the same exact price action level. Also, a very, very big thing. If you're looking to the past, you can see this. So many times I see guys looking super, super far in the past. If you're a day trader looking for day by day time moves, you don't got to look super far back, right? Like this right here, as far as this previous touch was when, right? It was June the 11th, right? So that was pretty far enough in the past where you can find another entry the same exact way the next day or even the next week or a few weeks ahead of time, right? And that's really how you want to pinpoint. You don't always got to go that far in the past. And you're seeing this touch right here once again, where it came right back there, right? And it fell down once again the same exact way it did right here until we had the breakout, right? Price action push above this level, it then pulled back to the same exact level, and then it went all the way to the top side. We're using that as well as far as looking to the past, as far as back testing to see, okay, if that happened before, then possibly it could happen again, right? It's pretty much that simple. By every single time by looking to the past, you can always confirm your future, and you always want to go about it in that direction, right? You want to look to the past, not that far back, but the most recent past, right? The most recent previous few weeks. It don't got to be like 3 months ago and this and that, unless you're really doing a top to bottom analysis. But seeing this right here is pretty good enough, right? And we see this short little retest right around here. So in this direction, we're looking, okay, in the past, it made this big green bar and then broke above that level with the pullback and then went to the top side. We're looking for something like that to happen once again. And that's why you always got to be patient. Whenever that happens, you want to get into the trade. And you can use multiple time frames. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. By using multiple time frames, you can find different confirmations. As far as if you're looking for a bullish confirmation and you're starting at the 3 hour, you can go down to the 2 hour and see, do you see more bullish confirmation, and go to the 1 hour. And that's pretty much where I stop at by looking for confirmation to determine, do I want to get in for a buy or get in for a sell? But this right here being a 3 hour, you definitely want to start from the higher time frame first and then work your way down to the lower one by seeing that confirmation and by seeing that pullback. In this case right here, we're looking for the bullish confirmation, right? Price action push above this level, pull back, look for bullish confirmation, because this right here would now be a new level of support, right? Like this right here would now be a new level of support. So seeing that every given time, you really have to be patient and always trust your instinct and understand that it's a simple direction. Price action push above this level, pull back is going to go higher, or that's at least the way you expect it to do just that much, right? And you're making all that money to the top side. And we're looking right here from this level all the way up here is over 100 pips. That's a lot of profit on a given trade, and it do have potential to go even higher, breaking that given level, right? So let's go on time and see exactly what's going to happen, right? So as time go on, real second, 1 second, we can go ahead and release this right here, remove this, get this out the way so we can see a better picture how the chart is really, really going to be, right? Always want to keep that chart clean. So seeing this out the way, and we're going to go on as far as time, right? We see price action break above this level. We see it start to pull back. Now, this is where you want to get anxious, right? You're trying to tell yourself, should I enter right now? And should I get in this and that? And you know what I mean? Just be patient and go through the time frames. Like even seeing things like this, I'll go down to the 2 hour and see, okay, yeah, it's pulling back, and see how it's breaking above that level. And a lot of time it's really just about a simple direction. And this right here, the 2 hour, right? We know break above a level, pull back, is going to go to the top side, right? That's a very simple way to think about it, and not always going to be just perfect, right? You really got to trust your instinct and understand that break above, pull back is going to go to the top side. And yes, you can let time go on to see, do you have any little bit more confirmation, right? It's very, very simple to be patient. Okay, I'm gonna be more patient and see, I do see anything else going on in the market where I can take advantage of. Like me seeing this right here, just seeing how very simple that looks, right? If we come here, we see how this right here was the breakout, right? And this right here was the pullback. Me seeing that alone is a very, very simple way to understand that price broke above that level, is pulling back to the same exact level, and is going to go higher. So at that given moment, we can also see the time, right? At that given moment, I'm going to go for the buy just by seeing that. And we have multiple levels of confirmation for as far as take profit, right? Everything in the past is going to be our future take profit. So seeing this right here, like this was a past level, this was a past level, is going to be our future TP1. This was a past level, right? This was a past level, and this as well is going to be our TP2. And we can always measure our risk management, right? So from here, we're going for the buy around this price action level. We can measure to the downside. This right here is like 21. We go a little bit further, we can say 28. Down here, like 33. This is not a lot of pips by far. Seeing for take profit 1, it can be 55. That's a lot of profit. Seeing for TP2, it can be over 100. That's also a lot of profit. So seeing trades like that, boom, it's very, very easy to get into that trade and understand that, okay, it's a very, very simple direction. I'm going to go for the buy, TP1 there, TP2 there. I know exactly how much I'm risking, right? In this case right here, let's say you had a stop loss of 25 pips, right? So let's say you're doing a standard lot size. You're risking about 250, but TP2 is about 500. Excuse me, TP1 is about 550, and TP2 is over 1,000. We can say it's about 1,150 at TP2 because it's over 100 pips, right? So it's a lot of profit right there. So this right here being that big profit, and this being a small profit, and this being your loss right here if it do come down to that given level. But you trust in your instinct. This is a very, very simple pullback method. You see how it happened in the past, right? Broke above this level, pulled back, made a morning star there, all the way to the top side. Crazy, crazy profit. And you're going for the same exact thing at the same exact level and using that same strategy you use every given time. So with this right here, 1 second, go ahead and clean the chart off to get a better picture. But this is exactly how you want to view the market every single time. You can really be patient and wait for these pullback methods. You don't got to be anxious and trying to trade every day. When you see things like this, you get into the market. It's a very, very simple and clean way. So as time go on, right, you see how profit going up, is pushing up, making all that great profit. And then here, boom, it hits TP1. Like right at that level, it's hitting TP1 at 550 in profit. When it's doing this right here, you have the choice to either close out, right, or move your stop loss here to a break even, so you're losing no money on this trade. So you can move your stop loss there on a break even, and you're losing no money on that trade. And this right here is still running in profit. Or you could right here close out with plus 55 pips and be on to your next trade. It's very, very simple also, right? But everything you do, you got to have a process to it. If you don't want to close out here, you got to move stop loss to break even, right? It has to be that way. So if you don't close at TP1, your process is I have to move stop loss to break even, so I lose no money if you do want to come back down to the downside and come back, right? So that case right there, you're good to live on to take another trade. So seeing this right here, right, as time go on, we see it does not fall back to the downside and it keeps on pushing up. And that's why the break even is so useful, right? You don't got to close out your trade and don't be nervous, right? You got to trust in your process and be like, okay, I'm not going to close that trade out, move stop loss to break even, no more risk on that trade. Let my trade keep on going more profit to keep making me more money, right? Because I want to see profit come all the way up there. Imagine that in one trade. You're making money like this in one trade. You don't got to force yourself to look every single day for a trade. That's how you lose all your profit or blow your account by hunting for a trade every day when entries like this only come around every so often. Yes, it can be every day, every once in a while, but you really got to understand that no, I got to be patient and look for the best setup, right? So seeing as time go on, we see it pushes all the way right back to the top side, pulling back down here, right? It broke above this level, pull back right to the same exact level and go all the way to that TP2. Now, this right here is a very simple way, as we see the pullback strategy. It really works every given time, and you can really take a lot of trades just as simple. Whenever you see this going on in the market, you can be aware of it, right? You can get into that trade. It comes here, breaks above, impulsive move. Correction comes here, impulsive move. Correction comes here, impulsive move, right? It's just that simple, always to the top side. So this right here is the same exact thing, the pullback method on British pound odd, right? The last trade was Euro JPY. This right here is British pound odd. I'll see you next video, guys.